And so if you begin with that candidate principle that you should sacrifice fewer lives for more lives when possible and when necessary to save more lives, if you begin with that, but then you contrast it with your reaction to the opportunity, the potential of pushing the heavy man onto the track, there seems to be a tension there. It seems to be the case that your initial principle just doesn't stand up when compared to another case. That's reflective equilibrium. That's the process of moral reflection, of attempting to figure out what principles we should use to guide our moral behavior. And we can get closer to figuring out what those principles are by examining a wide number of cases, by thinking very deeply about our considered convictions, about what we really think about tough cases, and in the end, by discussing these tough cases and these candidate principles and our conclusions about these cases and these principles, which are always tentative, with other people, because 2 heads are better than 1, or 3 are better than 2, etc., etc., etc. Perhaps you could have a very coherent view in which you have principles that bring into line your own convictions, but that would just mean you have coherence. But until you've compared your view and your views to the views and the principles of others, you can't be too confident that you've not made some sort of a logical flaw, you've not made a mistake somewhere in your process of reasoning, etc. And so that's the invitation of the book. That's how the chapter's opened up. And I think it's going to be a very interesting book. It's going to be my first time reading it. I've been meaning to read it for quite some time. I'm a political philosopher by training, and it's my most favorite area of philosophy to study. So I look forward to discussing it with you. Thank you for reading the chapter and engaging me in these interesting issues. And we'll close right here in front of Union Station. I shall catch a train and ride up toward Baltimore.